I was very curious because I'm just sitting on my couch and I'm flipping through YouTube like I usually do whenever I can't stand watching normal TV because the commercials last forever. And I'm flipping around and I'm going through my usual stuff and I see this song. I see this music. I go to this music site and I see this song, and the name of the song caught my attention. I wasn't prepared for it because in my world, this doesn't exist. And it was by Johnny Rebel. And I'm not promoting Johnny Rebel. You'll find out why after this video. And it's from his album, the Complete Johnny Rebel Collection, and it's called Move Them Inwards, and I'm not going to say the word, Move Them Ins North. That's the name of the song, and it's professionally produced, but it was professionally produced in 1964. So I'm sitting there looking at the picture of this guy, this kind of country-looking dude with his guitar, and I go, I can't believe this is real. And as you hoover over with you highlight it, but you don't click on it, the music starts. And it was the most disgusting thing that I've ever heard in my life or seen in my life or witnessed in my life. And somebody had just loaded this onto YouTube just maybe a day or a few hours, I don't remember now, before. And it was the day after the current president was sworn in. And I thought to myself, I wonder if people would have had this kind of courage before that date. I don't know. And so then curiosity made me click on it because I wanted to find out if there were any comments. When I clicked on it, the comments were 200. There was 200 of them. And I thought, good, I'm going to be reading how disgusted people are at seeing this. And to my surprise, every single comment that I looked at, and I swung through almost all of them, were very supportive of the song, wanting to ship not only the Ins north, but also the Haitians south and any brown-skinned people south. And it was the most racist things I've ever read by people feeding into this comment, one after the other after the other. Then I started looking up to see who was posting this. And sometimes you can see the double, when the thunder and lightning. It's a double lightning bolt, which is one of the white supremacists kind of symbol. And I started looking at those, and there was a lot of white supremacists and lots of Nazi and a lot of KKK. Wow. And so I'm thinking, is this real? And I'm wondering, I don't think it is real. I think somebody put the song on, and I think somebody had all those answers, racist answers created through AI, because I personally don't believe that the majority of people in this country feel that way. I don't deny that they probably felt that way in 1964, but we've come a long way. And here we are in 2025, I'm looking at that. And I'm thinking the whole thing is divisive. It's just one more example of what some people and some organizations and some groups will do to divide us. They want me to be so angry at seeing this that I will never want to talk to anybody that has any kind of Southern views. Then they post things in the Southern sites, and they don't want to talk to anybody that has any kind of views that is opposite of them. They don't want us talking to one another. And so they create this kind of mess. So as I wandered through and as I thought about this, I thought, social media is slowly becoming anti-social media. It's being run by groups and special interests, and any way that they can divide us and keep us focused on ridiculous things like racism and divisiveness of any kind, so that we're not talking about what's really going on in this country that needs to be repaired. And so I was disgusted. I don't want to go into the next piece. I won't go into too much, but when I clicked off of that, suddenly I had video after video after video after video of racist, discriminatory KKK videos talking about the same thing, white supremacist groups talking about the same thing, just individuals that are just angry and spewing this kind of hate. And I finally turned my TV off and prayed that when I got back the next morning and turned it on, that it wouldn't be completely filled with this kind of slop and mess. We can be discriminating on our own. And by discriminating, I mean you take a look when you're looking at something on YouTube or any other social media site, who presents it, where do they come from? If you don't recognize the name, go to your computer and look the organization up. You'll find out a lot about them. You'll find out if they're real or if what they're saying is phony. Like today, there's $500 million spent on condoms for the Middle East during the Biden administration. That's being promoted by our current president. Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But so where do those facts come from? When they bring in experts, who are the experts? What are their views? Why are they experts? They're trying to divide us. They're trying to stop me from associating with people who support views of the right. They're trying to fight people on the right to not talk to me or anybody who supports the middle ground of the views on the left. Now, when you look at it, there's always going to be this one group on the far side of each side of the scale that you can't talk to. There's no making any sense. But the majority of America are middle ground. Some swing a little bit this way at times, some swing a little bit this way at times. You cannot stop talking to each other. We cannot stop listening, and we cannot stop asking questions. And understanding that everybody is going to have different views, and that's okay. You can have a different view, but you don't have to hate them for having a different view, or a different color skin, or different way of living.